Let's see. Anuwat. Hey, glad you could be here. Welcome. Thank you for being a channel member, by the way. Hey, Brent. I've heard that a tornado touches down in Kentucky. Have you ever had an experience? Ever had experience? Have you ever experienced a tornado before? I have actually. Yeah. So a tornado touched down. We might say that touched down. If you're watching American football, one way to score is a touchdown, but tornadoes can touch down as well. Sometimes a tornado will form above the ground and never touch down. So if this is the ground and this is the tornado, it actually means it touches the ground. And that's where serious damage could happen. The experience that I have with a tornado is one where it didn't touch down. But Jamie and I were living in Alabama. Alabama is a little further south than Kentucky. And I lived there for 7 years. Jamie lived there until she turned 27, I think. So she has had many more experiences with tornadoes than I have had. That's a pretty complicated sentence, right? The tenses comparing. So she has had many more experiences with tornadoes than I have had. But one that I had in real life, like while I was living it, is that every time there's a tornado warning, there's a siren that goes off. So the whole town hears it. And that is our cue to go to the basement if you have one. If you don't have a basement, find the bathroom because that's usually the smallest room in your house. Get in the bathtub, put a mattress over you. That's what people say to do to protect yourself from a tornado. In the house that I was living in, we had a basement. So we went down into the basement. One thing you'll hear when people describe a tornado going through their town, passing by their house, going over their house, going through their house, is that it sounds like a train. And we heard that sound. But luckily, the tornado did not touch down. It did not damage anything near my neighborhood. So we think that the funnel cloud above us, that's what we call it, it passed over us, but it never touched down. So there have been other times where both of Jamie's grandmothers have lost houses because of tornadoes, like destroyed. The most powerful tornado is an F5. That's how they measure tornadoes, F1, F2, F5. And both of her grandmothers have had houses destroyed by F5s. So I've been to the site after a tornado, but that's the closest I have come to having a tornado touch down where I'm near.